learning how to ask the right questions has been tough for me.
Right.
Because sometimes it's like they just don't want to talk, like they don't care.
Right.
I haven't tried one, and he's just like, well, that's great, but like I don't really, like, he told me, like, I don't care, just take my information.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so
You're gonna be able to get a better read, as well as like some people that you talk to, they're very like their answers are very short, right? Like yes. You're like, well, do you want to elaborate on that? You know, then they just don't want to, is because they have like this shell, and it could be because they're either introverted or they're just very secretive. You know, some people are just more sheltered than most, even if it's on the phone. And so it's really kind of getting a better understanding of how they best work and how they operate, so that you can mold your message to their preference, if that makes sense. You know, this early part of your career, a lot of things are going through your head. From like, am I doing it right? Is there any info I'm missing? You know, am I boring them? Right? Am I talking too much? And so at this point, because it's so early, you're in a mode of still customer service, like how you were, you know, when you were a customer service representative, where it's more about kind of pleasing, right? Like you're very, no problem, that's fine. You're trying to get them to the next stage, which is fine, but you have to balance it out with being almost affirmative, right, consultant, and giving them the impression that this is gonna be fast and this is gonna be quick. You know, let me help you find out, I'm gonna help you save a ton of time, right? But if they keep going off on like tangents and they're talkative or they're extroverts and they prefer going into too much detail, then you have to protect your time, right? Because you don't want every call to be 2 hours, because people might just like to open up to you. You know, and that's very common with females, because psychologically people will gravitate towards like their mom, right? They're more open to females. And so that's not a disadvantage. If anything, that can be an advantage to you, because you are in a position where it's a little bit easier for you to gain trust, right? And so that's why a lot of the top producers in the company are, you know, females. Well, at least on my team.